We'll talk about this. Start streaming. And I think I already have everything going. So all I got to do is click go live. Oh, shit. Dang.
What happened?
Hold on real quick. I left my drink. Sorry, folks. It'll take people a minute to get in. All right. Evan, do you got your phone on you?
It's right here.
Will you call me? I don't know what I did with my phone. I got to share this to Facebook. It's right there. All right. Well, I don't know how it got there, but man, what a horrible stuff. I had everything ready too.
You need to get your poop in a group.
I know,
Get your shit together.
man. Anyway, let's do this real quick. Since we skipped yesterday because it was a holiday. It was Memorial Day, so there's a picture of the flag right there. And we want to take a second just to remember the fallen heroes that sacrificed so much for us. And yesterday was their day, so which every day is.
True.
So there we go. Happy late Memorial Day. And I am putting this that we is live. I did not grill out yesterday.
You did not?
No.
Were you still at the lake?
No.
Oh.
No. I came home. I wanted a good good day or two before I started my new gig today.
Uh-huh.
I got out of the I'm glad I did. I'm kind of tired. Not super bad, but which I mean, I don't know. You know, you said before we started you were like, you know, you should have came out of your garbage job and went to this instead of, you know, taking a few months. Well, I only took 1 month off. And then I went to work at that farm and home store with the windmill, and it was fucking horrible.
But not quite as physical as doing garbage work, though.
It was 10 times more physical than doing garbage work.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it got there towards the end. Now, not when I first started, because when I first started, it was 55-gallon barrels. So that was a different beast. But
I remember you used to dump them things.
yeah, and so then towards the end, I had a helper almost every day, Monday through Thursday. I had a helper the last year or so, and then the truck lifted most. Now it wasn't one of the trucks that they just come and the arm comes out, grabs a can, and dumps it. I didn't have that. I had to literally, if I was by myself, I still had to jump out of the truck grab their can, hook it to the truck, and then dump it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but I wasn't picking. I bet you, let's say Hammond, there towards the end, I don't think we were probably dumping much more than 1,000, maybe a ton of trash. I think the rest of it was automated.
That's cool.
But now when I went to Rural King, that's what I'm thinking, dude. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get out of the garbage game. I'm gonna take this job. It's gonna be gravy. It's gonna be easy. Nope. No. No. You got to think these bags of soil and everything like that. They're 40 pounds. But
Uh huh.
when it rains, that shit gets wet. 40 pounds of dry soil, if you wet it down, is a lot more than 40 pounds.
Oh yeah.
And then we got these bales of peat moss that were about 75, 80 pounds. So, I mean, and then I'm chucking straw, trailers of straw. So, I mean, that wasn't an easy job. And
No.
for the money, nah. Then I didn't mind the money and I didn't mind the work. It was a lot of it with me was problems with management.
Yeah.
So I mean they took care of a couple bad employees, and I hate to toot my own horn, but they lost a good one.
Yeah.
And
Um.
they know they did. I mean, come on. I started in February, and in March I'm Employee of the Month. That's no lie. I mean, you can go in there and see the fucking sign. They even used my hiring picture. So I don't know. They might have me xed out now. I'm probably
That's good while it lasted for him. Yeah,
yeah,
management is what make or break any company. I
yeah.
mean, most people don't leave just to get a 50 cents an hour or whatever like that. If they're comfortable in the job and they like it, then that's that's why people leave.
It, it,
That
it,
makes or breaks it.
Here's what my deal was. It wasn't really with any. I did have a problem that they every manager told me that this one dude was lazy and he doesn't get off the fucking fork truck. You should never tell an employee that if you're a manager, because that's telling that employee, hey, we know he's lazy, but we're not going to do our job.
And it's accepted.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, wait a minute. So you want me to pick up homeboy slack? And dude, what did it was that day I came in and there was a pallet just laid over. And I had done before I left Saturday. I mean, I had that load line looking good. It was clean, it was full. And when I went back on Tuesdays, it would take me 3.5 to 4 hours just to get it the way I left it looking on a Saturday when we're busier than hell.
Mhm.
So and then I asked how it happened. I was like, man, how? And he goes, oh, it fell over Sunday. And I said, so it said here all day Sunday, all day Monday, and now it's waiting for me. Yeah, that was pretty much that was the death punch right there, man. I was just like, nah, nah,
I don't fault you. That's for sure.
no, no. Look, if it was work that I was supposed to do, I ain't got no problem with that. If he would have told me, Al, I need you to go outside and I need you to move 500 bales of hay from one trailer to the next, I'd have said, all right, call me when lunch is, you know, when it's lunchtime. And I would have went in there and did it. But when I'm cleaning up grown people's messes, nah, I got better things to do. There's too much money to be made out there to be unhappy.
Hmm.
And it was stressing me out. where I wasn't eating right and, just worried about the mess I was going to come into. And, when you go to work Tuesday through Saturday, and then every night when you get off and you're sitting there thinking, fuck, who's closing? What am I going to have to clean up tomorrow? You
That
know,
sucks.
yeah, it's time to go. I do want to say I worked with some amazing people, and I tip my hat to them to be able to survive in retail. That was my first kind of experience in retail, and I, I don't know. I was I liked it, but the money isn't there.
Yeah, the
So
customers can be dicks, and it's really tight money wise with mail order, Amazon and all that crap. I mean, all these companies, they've got to watch everything everything sells for. There's very little margin anymore, and it gets squeezed to the people, and
hey,
you know,
I do gotta tell you this story when you said customers are dicks. There's this
can
one.
be.
There's this one guy. All right, and I'd caught a truck that looked just like this stealing mulch. I'm sorry, man. When I left, that mulch was on sale, 2 bags for $5. Shouldn't have to steal that shit. But this old this old guy, he just pull. I seen him pull right off 121 and go straight through the parking lot and right to that mulch, and he starts loading it up. So I go up there and I said, "Hey man, I need a receipt." He's like, "What?" I said, "I need to see your receipt before you can load stuff." "Oh, I was going to load it and then go pay for it." And I was like, "No, that's not really how it works." And so he goes,
Amazing.
he loaded 10 bags. He left his truck in the load lane on a Saturday, went inside to pay. So while he's inside waiting in line, I got 15 people that came that needed mulch. So we had to walk around his truck. When he comes back out, the dude looks at me. He says, "I told him in there that you're a cocky little bastard and all this." And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, and I told him you're lazy. And I just smiled and I was like, "Yep." He's like, "Well, you are." He goes, "You didn't come help me load my mulch." And I was like, "And that's why you pay for it first." And then they will tell me, "Hey, Al, this customer needs help loading this mulch. He's bought 10 bags." Man, as soon as I said that, this dude turns bright freaking red. And he called me a son of a bitch. And I said, "Sir, you just need to go." And he said something about your mama raised a sissy or something like that. I took off my vest, man. I was like, "Listen, you say one more thing about my mom." And I said, "I'm going to jail." And I said, "But if you want to get in your truck," and I said, "you get down the road and you feel a little cocky, I'm off at 3 p.m." And
Damn.
I said, "That red truck right there is mine." Oh, I was waiting. Dude, I waited like 10 minutes. I sat out there and smoked a cigarette, hoping this motherfucker would come back. Oh my God, I've never been so mad in my life, dude.
People are just they know. They know.
And that old
They
dude
know how it
probably would.
works.
That old dude would have probably whooped my ass, but I was gonna swing on him.
I don't know. You're strong. You're quick. You're agile. You know,
Yeah, I don't know though. I
most guys, honestly, most guys who think they can fight, they cannot. If they ever
yeah.
come down to it, you ever watch these? Some of these videos. It's like guys wouldn't in the MMA would not last 3 seconds.
Oh yeah. No, no.
Literally 3 seconds.
Yeah, some of the tough guys we went to high school and shit with. I'd
Yeah.
like to see them in some MMA fighting. So anyway, I actually started working for. Well, it was one of the guys that we actually did a commercial for on the Wednesday show, Matt Rice Construction.
Cool.
So I'm doing a little remodeling and stuff like that, learning a lot. So, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
Cool.
man, that that's me. I could go back to garbage, but it's like I've done that. I want to do
Yeah.
something else, you know?
Yeah.
And I
Learn all
think,
you can.
yeah, I mean, shit, life's short, you know? Money ain't everything. I mean,
Yeah.
I could go right now, dude, and make 24 bucks an hour and get back in a garbage truck. And I'd be probably one of the most unhappiest people alive.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
right
You've been
now,
there, done that.
yeah, right now, man, I mean, there's a good crew. I mean, I'm learning to do stuff. It's not like I'm going to be at the same place every day. Well, I
Yeah.
might, for several days in a row, but the scenery's going to change eventually.
Yeah. You're not dealing with people
Right. Oh,
directly.
dude, I put in for a fork truck operator and I got a call from, I won't say who, but they do the hiring and shit for Caterpillar. You know what they offered me to come out there and work in that big ass factory?
What?
$16 an hour.
Is that all they're paying? Is
Yes.
that what they're starting their SEs at or whatever they call it? Or
Yeah. And then, you got like 6 months or something, and then the company will take a look at you. I'm like,
yeah.
16. They got it. Here's what I think's going on, and I don't know. This is just me talking, but I almost think they're getting 24, 25. And that place is just making a killing per employee. Because they do.
Um.
I
Oh
know.
yeah.
I know they offer health insurance and stuff like that. If you want it through the hiring agency. So right there, that tells you they're making an income. Well, of course they are. You wouldn't.
Yeah.
You don't do.
It's usually not long term at that. I can't remember when I was there what is if it was 6 months or a whatever trial period, but then I think you move into like the union. But yeah, you start at like 2/3 of the union wage with no health benefits unless you want to buy all that, and everything. And um I don't know. I don't know what it's like in there now.
I
I
know.
would never personally, having worked at Caterpillar, and I was not assembler, welder, or anything, but I would not want to work on a production plant again. Anything that makes, I don't know, anything production related. I worked at a non-production plant, and it was cool. It was a whole different story, but it's cutthroat, and it's just, yeah, I don't want it.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, and I don't know. Yeah, Claudia's in the chat room says retail is horrible. It very much is.
I worked a lot of it when I was in high school. I worked at True Value, um, hardware store, and then in college I worked at Radio Shack and then Sears, the old
Man,
Sears
you worked at some
downtown, and
cool ass places though, because you got to think the hardware store. You ain't gonna get that many assholes. That many.
no
You do get a couple, and then the second one you said,
Radio Shack.
yeah, that was just probably, probably grandma every once in a while come in because her antenna ain't working or something like that. But most of the time, it's probably young musicians. And because that Radio Shack stuff, realistic, that was a
Uh-huh.
shit back in the day.
Yeah, it kind of was. I mean, it was a lot of rebranded crap. I worked at the one that's by the Ford dealership, not
Oh,
the one at the mall and
okay.
everything. And it was so boring because it wasn't like you get all these people just wandering in and out and you could talk to them. People who came in, they either didn't know anything or they were really focused. They knew where everything was and they were, like a hobbyist. They were in, they were out, they knew what they
I
wanted.
gotcha.
And then you'd have people, oh, people are assholes. Here's when people are assholes. the sales tax in Decatur was like 7%, and that the mall and Forsyth was 6.5%, or
Oh,
maybe Decatur was 7.5. So people come in, they talk to us about computers and all that shit, and I'm like, okay, let me think about it. And then they would go out to the mall and they would buy that computer after you already talked to them about everything. You lose the commission because they would go out there because the tax was cheaper when you're, back then a computer, you were laying down a couple grand sometimes. Um, we're talking back in 19, early 90s. Computers were expensive.
right, right.
Um, so anyway, that it was just a really boring place to work and everything. And anyway, so I went to work at Sears, and I was going to Richland, and that was fun. I worked at their hardware department, their paint department, and all that stuff. And that was, yeah, that old Sears was a good time.
Oh,
Yeah, I had fun. I mean,
what?
working back in high school, working at True Value, the stuff we did and got away with, and when you're in high school, you're working like the 5 to 8. You're working
Oh,
evenings, and all the
yeah,
managers go home, and then on the
yeah.
weekends you're there on Sundays, and there's no managers except an old night manager, and we were just squirrely kids. We were doing all kinds of
And he's pissed off that he's got to be there.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm working in the paint department. In the winter, you don't get a lot of people coming in for paint. In the summer, people are always doing house stuff,
Right,
outside. But
right.
people come in occasionally, maybe get a couple gallons. But in the evening, it was pretty slow, and we'd wander off. It was a good time.
Damn. Look at
But I
us.
wouldn't want to work retail these days. I wouldn't want to deal with the
No.
customers. And I remember working in the paint department at True Value, and all of a sudden, these people just weren't from this country, and they were and so very demanding, and their English wasn't the greatest, and they would come in and they would just drill me on all these questions of stain and all this stuff. Well, should we use this color? Should we use this? And they're just asking me all these questions. And I'm like, oh my God. And I remember they would come in and I just about run from them. And then I went to work at Sears, and I worked in their paint department too. And I remember those people coming down the aisle one day. I looked, and I'm like, not these people
Oh,
again. A couple
man.
years later, they found me, in a whole different place. I'm like, no, I'm not dealing with them at all. Oh, they were murder. Just some people just suck the life out of you.
Hold on. The only part I like about retail was when I did security catching all the damn thieves. Look at
Oh, that'd be
Claudia in
fun.
there. Fucking Columbo and shit. You can't do that anymore though. You're
No.
not supposed to stop. And you know what? I'm sick of that shit. And I tell you what, that right there, I watched I'll share it. I'll go and find this video that I watched on YouTube about it was in California and this guy gets busted for shoplifting. And the whole time he's arguing with the police, he's like, "Oh, I know. Just give me my ticket. Just give me my ticket." Man, that is a prime example why we got to stop being light on these nonviolent crimes. No, because they don't affect anybody. Bullshit. They affect prices.
Hmm.
They affect businesses. Look, Chicago, they don't have a Walmart like in downtown Chicago anymore. They shut it
Oh,
down
yeah.
and left because of why? Why wouldn't you? And then you got these people that are. I'll share that video, but it's ridiculous. The guy
It's
knew
just
he was going to get a ticket. Luckily, he had another warrant for guess what? Retail theft.
shoplifting. Right.
It's
What's the
like,
ticket? Give me a
uh,
$75 ticket. I just stole a couple $100 worth of goods,
yeah,
and
you got
I do this daily.
man. I understand the wanting to give people second chances and shit like that, and I think every case should be looked at
No.
individually. But
Right. But these companies have told their employees to stand down. Vicky, she knows a guy that was a manager at a Walgreens, and he got fired because a guy took a couple bottles, grabbed a couple bottles that he could, and ran out the door. And he ran after the guy to chase
yeah,
after him, and he slipped and fell and hurt himself a little bit. Not bad, but they fired him. They're like, no, this is the lawsuit. Companies have gotten sued like from thieves who get tackled,
Yeah,
and then they sue the company,
it's
and so now they just
ridiculous.
say let it go, just report it to the police, let it go. Well, we've created, it's almost like an open door policy, and so you're the Walgreens indicator, the one Franklin Street, Water Street, and oh, I can't remember. They closed that one.
Yeah, yeah,
Theft was too huge. The
yeah.
Kroger's indicator. They've seen Kroger's in Peoria, the same story, because the theft is so huge that the police don't do anything about it. No, their companies tell them not to do anything about it, and eventually they close. Yeah, and these people complain that there's no grocery stores in their neighborhood.
No, duh. Yeah, I don't know. And this no bail bullshit that they're getting tickets. No.
Yeah,
You know what? If that dude has his life interrupted for maybe a month where he's just sitting in jail, maybe that's a good thing.
yeah,
You know? He will have
it's
a second
crazy.
he'll have a second chance when he gets out. But if you want to keep doing stupid shit, you're going to win stupid prizes.
Yeah,
Let's get
it's
to
just
some fun news.
anything you want to talk about.
Uh, Contestants chase cheese wheel down a hill in chaotic UK race.
Really? Chasing after a cheese wheel?
This is the first time since the COVID outbreak, but the racers chase a 7-pound wheel of double Gloucester cheese. Gloucester. Yeah, I guess. I never heard of it. Down the near vertical Cooper's Hill. So there you go. If you
And people run after it?
They run after it. They're falling all over. It's
T-
ridiculous.
Tough times.
Indian official suspended after he drains reservoir to retrieve phone he dropped while taking selfie.
All our drinking water is gone. It's okay. I got my
I
phone.
got my phone.
I put it in rice. I should be good tomorrow.
Uh,
Nice.
this one is from Avon, Connecticut, Evan. Bear helps itself to 60 cupcakes from Connecticut bakery. Scares employees. No shit.
And went in a sugar rage afterward.
Oh, like that cocaine bear. Have you watched that?
No.
One of the dumbest, funniest must watch shows ever made.
Really?
I'm telling you, I don't watch movies. I'm telling you to watch Cocaine Bear.
I heard it was stupid, but it's
It
funny.
Get your mind right. Then watch Cocaine Bear. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Man steals backhoe for 10-mile drive to Illinois airport to catch a flight.
A backhoe? Nice job.
Marion, Illinois, a southern Illinois man has been charged with theft for allegedly stealing a backhoe to drive about 10 miles to an airport to catch a flight.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
Man, Uber wasn't running. Security camera footage shows a Carbondale man arriving at the Veterans Airport, southern Illinois, atop a backhoe and leaving it in the airport parking lot.
Long-term parking. Oh man, that's awesome. I wonder if he's flying out of the country. I mean, like I committed a crime. Like I got to get out of here. I'm going.
I don't think so because I think they would have said because I mean they charged him with theft, so you think that would have made the story.
Nice job.
He just killed 85 people.
Mm.
Chirp, oh my God, chirping sounds lead airport officials to a bag filled with smuggled parrot eggs.
Really?
24 bright green baby parrots began chirping and bobbing their heads the second anyone neared the large cages uh, or the large bag after they began hatching. Man, that would suck. You buy all
What?
these eggs and you don't even get them home. They just start hatching. And then they're narking on you. Like, shut up, dude.
Get you a little, bird feeder out of your little dropper.
Uh, okay, Claudia, please explain how a nun that died 4 years ago showed no signs of decay. Actually, I think I can a little bit.
What is this about? Something? Did
When
I
they
miss something?
when they exhumed Abraham Lincoln's body, I think it was his son that wanted him exhumed. When they exhumed Abraham Lincoln's body, they said he looked identical to the day they buried him
Hmm.
because they used so much what's that, embalming fluid. They
Yeah.
they did him like 4 or 5 times for some reason.
I just wonder how long
So
it takes somebody to break down, before their,
they said he
bones.
still had the beard, the mole, everything.
Wow.
So
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
So I don't know. I mean, it could be something like that. I don't know, man. We don't know. I tell you what, I know scientists are, pretty smart and everything, but boy, they sure don't know everything about the human body and what happens to it. So I
Hmm.
don't know.
Yeah.
Steer on the run for weeks, lassoed on a Detroit freeway, Evan.
What state did he start in? How many weeks? Been on the run for weeks?
Uh,
Started in Indiana. No.
the chase actually went about 57 miles through northwest Detroit. Doesn't say where he originally escaped from. Trying,
So they've got him captured. They're
yeah,
gonna queue him up.
he's all good. Oh, wait a minute.
They have a
Internet va
barbecue.
Oh, I'm trying to. I might actually have.
rápido que un velociraptor en un cohete.
Well, if I can get it to quit playing Spanish, I might have a little video of this, Evan, where we can enjoy it. I think we got some dash cam footage. Maybe. It's going through a commercial right now. Hold on, give me 1 second. Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, we got to stop this. Let me pause that. We'll flip it over so everybody can see it. And display capture. We'll transition that over. Make that big. There we go. And then we're going to play it. No sound though, but see if we get to see the steer.
We'll see him last.
Oh, okay. If you look over to the right,
Uh-huh.
it looks like about right there. They're chasing him down. Oh, there he is. He's like, I ain't going back.
Wow. They got a real cowboy out there to
Yeah.
get the job done. Is that another guy on a
I
four-wheeler?
think he got him. But honestly,
That's some real old cowboy shit. Nice job.
oh, he's going to try to jump that. He's going to try to jump
Oh.
that. Oh. He,
Don't do that. Don't go that way.
So there you go. But he is captured now. So,
That was neat.
yeah, that was pretty cool, man. I don't know what do you do? I mean, luckily you didn't hit somebody's car because you know what a cow weighs.
You don't want that coming through your windshield.
No. You don't even want to bump a cow. I mean, them things, you can't hurt them.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of bass.
When you adopt a desert tortoise, prepare for a surprisingly social and zippy pet.
They can move like quick if they need to.
Well, these scientists are saying the pet tortoise can wag their tails, will plod up to greet you, and some can even recognize their own names.
Nice.
So anybody that doesn't, if you got like hair allergies from dogs and cats, you can always get you a desert tortoise.
And they'll probably outlive you. You don't have to worry about them dying.
Oh, remember we did this story. I remember it. A New York fertility doctor who was accused of using his own sperm to impregnate several patients. Remember that dude?
I watched that documentary, something Our Father or something.
Yeah.
I think it was called.
Yeah. Well, anyway, he has died over the weekend, Evan.
Oh, he was a fucking asshole.
Accused of using. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have read that. Dies in crash of hand-built airplane.
Guy dies in a crash from in his hand-built airplane. Hey, I've known some dudes building airplanes. My cousin was building one for some years. He quit.
Well, yeah,
Kid. Would never trust myself really, but
No.
no. It used to be the thing. My dad flew, and there was a guy out there, Charlie Brown. He had a hangar, and he was building. That was the guy's name. He was building an airplane. A lot of hobbyists will do that.
No.
That's some work. I just, I don't trust myself. It's kind of like structural welding. If I was going to do it, I can weld, but if I'm going to do anything like serious that I need for my car, that's not sheet metal, I'm going to go to an expert.
Right. Like you wouldn't want to go to this man in Germany, Evan. German surgeon fired after getting hospital cleaner to assist amputation. Hey, bud, what are you doing? Hold this leg.
He's using household cleaner. I got an infection. He's hitting it with a little 409 or something.
No, he got the guy that cleans the hospital, like the janitor dude.
Oh, that kind of cleaner. Okay,
Yeah, he called him over. Hey, bud.
To assist. I got you. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
That's awesome. Hey,
Either way,
I hope he billed him.
Oh, man. Yeah, I hope that dude got a bonus that day.
I didn't know I was going to assist in surgery. I need more than $12 an hour.
Thought I was just going to be taking some trash out to the bins. I didn't think I was going to be cutting this
Just
dude.
brought some sawdust up for some puke.
Wait a minute. Oh, does it say what? In a toe amputation.
Let the janitor handle that one.
Hey, you got a pair of wire cutters on you?
It's a big bolt cutter. Yeah.
Hey, get on this. Oh, yeah.
Crunch.
Oh.
Oh, wrong foot.
Oh. Oh. This coming in hot off the press 9 hours ago, Evan. Florida man allegedly pours gas on another man and lit him on fire.
That's not nice.
No, not at all. And this guy is already in jail.
Attempted murder.
Yep.
The other guy live?
Yes. It does say he is alive, but he's not doing very good.
I can imagine.
Life threat. The victim was transported to Tampa General, where they are currently treating life-threatening injuries. Oh, man, he took it right from the pump. He sprayed him. Yeah. Oh, you're in trouble, dude. What a dumbass.
Wow.
People just don't think. There are cameras everywhere. And it's not like,
Especially gas stations,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. I mean, now at a bank, you can, I think, I don't want to say you should ever rob anything, but the last kind of photos I've seen of bank robberies have been horrible cameras. And you think those places that are protecting our money would have like top of the line NASA shit.
No.
It looks like like my first flip phone that could have had a camera on it.
This guy looks like Alf.
Dude,
Those cameras are horrible.
I want to save this one because this is actually a CBS news story, and I want to talk about this chick on TikTok. Husband of second place beauty pageant winner rushes the stage and throws a tantrum.
Because she didn't get first.
Yeah, because she didn't win. Dudes, it's time to, I know a lot of people don't like masculine men and everything, but we need you back. We need you fucking back. We got to get shit done. Quit going to beauty pageants, number fucking one. And what the fuck is your wife doing in a beauty pageant? Come on, man. Look, you're married. That means you're above 18 years old. No reason to go in a beauty pageant. None. Absolutely fucking none. What? So you can be more Miss Cornhole, Ohio, or some shit like that in a state fair one year, or ride in a convertible? Quit doing that shit.
What if it was Miss America?
No,
Got something
I don't
against the
like
Miss
that
America
shit.
pageant?
Yep, I do. I do. I
Does
don't.
that stuff still go on?
I don't think so. They do, but nobody pays attention to that bullshit.
As the world changes, it's one of those things where I don't know if maybe they don't do the swimsuit competition part anymore. Maybe it's just I don't know. You know how everything has just gotten completely so watered down and continues to.
Yeah. Yeah. Um.
They probably come out with do the evening gown competition, then they probably do the snowsuit competition, and then the talent competition, and then I don't know. That's it.
All right, Evan. We're gonna make this. I was reading and what you said just went through my headphones, and I was getting ready to change this. Oh my god! I caught that. But we're gonna give you a chance to win $1, Evan.
Okay.
Alerts for dangerous animals on the loose are commonplace in Florida, a state that leads the nation for escapes of wild creatures ranging from bears, lions, monkeys, snakes, and even tigers. But this beast is terrifying residents of Suwannee County after sending 2 people to the emergency room in separate attacks. And it turns out to be a blank with attitude and has evaded capture for almost a week. Evan, for $1, what common pet is attacking the people of Florida?
A cat.
You're absolutely correct.
Really? Wild cat is.
They can't catch this little fucker. He's like running up and just Wah! And
Tough.
it says during 2 separate incidents, residents exercising and walking on 174th Street were attacked by the same feral cat. Both residents received injuries serious enough that they had to seek medical treatment.
Be in the emergency room for getting your ass kicked by a cat.
Oh my God.
Awesome. He just jumped up and clocked me.
A damn cat. Let's see if we got a bozo criminal, because I do got one story I want to save. What time are we? Oh, we're about 7:45. Okay, good. Um, a canine violation. This comes from our buddy Dave Moreland at Bozo Criminal of the Day. And this is how we end our news every week. So thanks, Dave. Thanks to Bozo News Hawk for sending in today's report from Springfield, Colorado, where the cops pulled over our bozo for doing 52 and a 30. The officer noticed some commotion in the front seat as he approached the vehicle, and then our bozo was then seen exiting the passenger side of the vehicle while in the driver's seat, his dog.
Smooth.
He switched places with his. Didn't we do this story?
I think so. Yeah. A week ago.
Yeah. All right, never mind. All right.
If it was Toonces, it might have got away with it. Remember Toonces, the cat from?
Yeah. I don't think this was on. I think we did the story, but it wasn't on Bozo Criminal of the Day. But yeah, he switched places with the dog and then went on to blame him for the speeding violation. I told that motherfucker to slow down.
Just loves to drive fast.
Okay, now, thank you for sticking around for news if you did. But there is a story, and I don't know how I feel about this. Part of me, I want to be thoughtful, and I want to be careful how I say certain things, because I'm one of these people. I'm very opinionated, but if my opinion's going to hurt somebody, I'll keep it to myself. You know, Air New Zealand now weighing passengers before they board flights.
I was wondering when it was going to come to this. When you're paying extra to check a 10-pound bag, and then someone gets on the plane that's bought the same ticket as you, and they weigh, let's say, 350 pounds. I mean, I've wondered when it was going to come to this.
You know what? I mean,
You don't buy
yeah.
your ticket on their weight; you buy your ticket for the seat. But
Yeah, and
it's
yeah,
crazy.
right, and I get that and everything, but and then there was one woman, she put out this TikTok and it went viral, but she was talking about how the airlines need to adjust everything in the airplane for her, because she's like 470 pounds.
You got to buy two seats.
And she's mad because, like, there's certain things like, or no, it was something about a cruise. She was on a cruise, and there are a lot of the things like the zip lining and stuff like that she can't do because of weight limits, and she's pissed off about it. And it's like, wait a minute. Here's my issue. If it's a medical issue, I'm completely, you can't do nothing about that. But if it's not, then you just got to shut the fuck up.
I don't understand. What do people expect the whole world to completely just bend to them?
See, and we've raised a generation of kids that are coming out thinking this shit. And if you don't believe me, go watch traffic stops on YouTube. And you hear all this shit about these bad cops and everything. I sit there and I was watching some last night and they just kept playing. And I bet you I watched 30 women that were probably from the ages of 40 to 20. And I watched how they talked to every cop. It didn't matter. Didn't matter the race. 90% of them weren't even fucking drunk. And telling the cop, I hope your fucking family dies. And there ain't no way I'd be a fucking cop nowadays. You're lucky more people ain't getting shot by the fucking cops. Because if I had to deal with that shit all the fucking time, I wouldn't even be asking questions. All right.
I'm not big on cops, but I treat them with respect.
Right.
And because I understand the position they are in, and I don't think anyone really grows up and says, "Hey, I want to be a dickhead and torment people and all that stuff." No, no, and cops understand the effect they have on people. I mean, it's even when you're not doing anything and you get those lights behind you, your fucking heart starts pounding.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, I've been there numerous times, and it's like your body just doesn't. And when you got a lot of adrenaline and stuff, your mind doesn't work correctly. And yeah, it's
Oh,
scary. But the entitlement, the way people talk to the police, I just don't get that. Where we've gotten where we feel like we can talk to other people in this way.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
most cops are pretty reasonable until you push them to a point, and then they're like, "Okay, you want to be like that? Well,
Yeah. Then they're going to.
you can be like that." And
Right. Man. And Evan, I think
yeah,
I think that's going to do it for our news and everything. But I did want to. It happened again, and I know we did this story years and years ago. But remember when that American couple adopted that Russian girl and then ended up finding out she was like 20 something years old, that she wasn't like a teenager at all?
no,
Oh, okay. Well, it happened again. Um, this couple uh, adopted a child from Ukraine. They thought they were adopting a 6-year-old. Now they say she was an adult psychopath with dwarfism. I bet you they tried to get her into professional wrestling or something. Wow, man. See, people are fucked up, man.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I got, I
they
got,
are.
I got to quit reading news, man. I could go for another hour on stupid shit that I just read. But we can't, Evan. We have to end the show.
I guess we do.
Because we have to stop 82 to get to 83. Or are we 83 this week?
I think this is 82.
Okay. We're one of them. We're 82 or 83.
Yeah, last week was 81.
Okay. So we're 82. I hope I put the right thing. But anyway, Evan, tell them bye.
Okay, I guess we're out of here. Well, everyone, thanks for joining us this week. I hope you had a good time, and hope you have a wonderful week.
It is a short show. I apologize. I had a pretty long day, and I'm ready to eat and go to bed. So
Understandable.
next week will be Sunday. We'll go a little bit longer. How's that?
Sounds good to me.
And we'll be back on Monday. Shit. I'm tired, damn it. 'Cause we're doing Mondays, right?
I don't know.
I thought we said we were switching to Mondays.
I guess so.
Okay. I thought we
think you're
switched to Monday. Yeah, I'll go
Yeah,
back.
that's right. That is right. Yeah,
Okay.
we did switch.
See, quit
Man,
messing me up, Evan.
sorry.
Did you tell him bye?
I already did.
Okay, I'm freaking tired, man. Anyway, guys, we love you. Peace. Be good to one another. Be sure if you enjoyed the show, just all we ask you to do, we don't ask you for any money, anything like that. Just share it. Just share the show, and share our page. Do whatever. If you want to go to our YouTube and share it that way, just share. That's all we want from you guys. So
Yep.
peace. We love you. I know I said it, but be good to one another.
Later.
Oh, it's going to take me a minute because I just screwed up.
Oh, no.
Stop streaming. There we go.